Hey everyone, Mark here from the windowcleaningstore.com. You know, one of the questions I get asked the most when people are going to be cleaning windows for the first time using a professional scrubber and squeegee is whether or not it makes a difference, whether or not you're using hot water or cold water in your bucket and soap solution. And well, the short answer is 99.9% of the time, no, it doesn't make any difference at all. In fact, I started my window cleaning business back in 2007. I did that for about 7 years before opening up my store, selling window cleaning supplies now for the last 10 years. So close to 17 years experience. If I had to count how many times I actually used hot water in my bucket, it would only take one hand and actually, to be truthful, 4 fingers. I think I've used hot water 4 times in my entire career of cleaning windows, and 3 out of those 4 times was because the windows that I was cleaning were for the inside of someone's home, and they were a heavy smoker, and there was just layers and layers of tobacco stain buildup on the windows. Pretty disgusting. But other than that, I've always used cold water. Now, many people might be thinking that hot water is better because, well, I mean, think of some of the other things you clean with hot water. Obviously, your dishes after your dinner, your clothes, quite often using hot water. Now, for clothes, you've got dirt that's not only on the surface, but it's also inside the fibers themselves. So hot water is going to help make those fibers relax, allow the dirt to come out. That's your clothes, right? When we talk about dishes, what's the main reason why we like to use hot water with the dishes? Well, quite often, putting food stuff on a horizontal surface, we have, sticky substances. We've got sauces, we've got syrups, pancake syrup, that kind of stuff. Dried egg yolk, as you know, dried on a nice horizontal surface. It dries like glue, right? So obviously, hot water is going to help break that bond of the sticky substance off those hard surfaces. But when we're talking about vertical glass, such as in windows, most of the time, dirt comes, just from the atmosphere being kicked up. You could be close to a major roadway or garden bed or whatever, and dirt gets kicked up on the window, but it is a vertical surface. So in between the dirt coming on the glass, of course, it rains a few times, majority of it comes off. So the windows are very rarely so dirty or so sticky that you actually need to use a hot water to penetrate the dirt. And usually you can just scrub, like I said, with a professional scrubber and a squeegee, and just take everything off, nice and clean. And of course, as you can see here, the purpose of the soap added to your water is not only to help break up the dirt, but also to allow that dirt to sit suspended off the glass before you come by with your squeegee, which will take off everything 100%. So, like I said, the short answer was most of the time you'll get away with cold water, and you really only need hot water for situations where the windows could have some staining. I talked about that tobacco stain from the inside of that customer's house a couple of times. Uh, greasy fingerprints, obviously, with the kids. If they got a lot of greasy fingerprints and you're having a little bit of trouble. Now, I mean, dish soap will usually break through most greasy situations, but you might be in a situation where you're going to clean the inside of, let's say, a fast food restaurant joint. Maybe it hasn't been cleaned in a while, so the inside windows are really, really greasy. From the kitchen, it just spills over into the rest of the restaurant. You could have some greasy film. In other cases, you might have atmospheric runoff or building runoff that's dripping down from the wall above windows on a commercial building. That might get onto the glass and stain a little bit. But in reality, is if you have any stains harder than that, it's usually a special chemical that you would use for it. So, short answer: no, you don't need to use hot water. Cold water does just fine. Anyway, hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.